Many beautiful women have absolutely no problem finding themselves a boyfriend. When a beautiful woman is in a relationship with a guy, she usually has a number of guys waiting in the background, hoping that the relationship ends so they can then get a chance with her. So some beautiful women have no problem finding themselves a boyfriend, but many beautiful women out there do struggle to find themselves a boyfriend. How is that possible? How can a beautiful woman not be able to get herself a boyfriend? Here are 6 surprising reasons why. Number 1, it's easy for her to attract a man for sex, but not so easy to keep him in a relationship. If a woman is physically attractive, all she has to do is get on an app like Tinder, upload a selfie showing a bit of cleavage, or put some makeup on her face and make herself look pretty, and she will get thousands of guys swiping right on her, hoping to be able to catch up with her, have sex with her, and potentially have a relationship with her as well. Yet, according to an American study of 3,852 people who use the app Tinder, only 4% of them are looking for a serious relationship via the app. In other words, Tinder is mostly used for hookups, and that tends to happen because of the superficial nature of the app. A woman is selecting a guy based on his physical appearance, which isn't the best strategy for a woman to get herself a boyfriend. If a woman selects a guy purely based on physical appearance, then she will most likely end up with a guy who isn't an emotional match for her. Just because he's physically attractive to her, it doesn't mean that they are going to be an emotional match and that a relationship is going to work between them. Number 2, she either gets hit on by bad boys and players or gets put on a pedestal by nice guys. Almost all women out there are looking for a confident, good guy. They're not actually looking for a bad guy. Yet, what often happens is that the only guys who are ballsy enough to approach a beautiful woman and talk to her are the bad boys or players. If she gets into a relationship with a bad boy or a player, sometimes it can work. Sometimes she can tame the bad boy. Sometimes she can stop the player from wanting to continue sleeping with other women. Sometimes she can make the bad boy or the player fall in love with her and want to have a committed relationship. Yet, in most cases, she can't. Right? The player wants to keep playing, and the bad boy doesn't really care about settling down and treating a woman right. On the other end of the spectrum, she also gets pursued by really nice guys who idolize her and look up to her. Guys who put her on a pedestal and want to show her that they're willing to treat her like a princess in order to hopefully get a chance with her. Sometimes a beautiful woman will decide to date a guy who is putting her on a pedestal and being really nice because she's sick of all the bad boys and the players, yet that relationship isn't necessarily going to work either. It can work if the guy is confident and he creates a relationship dynamic that causes her to want to impress him as well. However, if the guy is insecure and wasn't able to get himself a girlfriend very easily, he will almost certainly start to become jealous, controlling, and overprotective in the relationship. He will see her as being more valuable than him, and he will try to cling on to the woman who ended up giving him a chance because she was sick of bad boys and players. As a result, the relationship doesn't work, and she's back out there again trying to find herself a boyfriend. Number 3. Confident good men rarely approach women that they find attractive. Most women out there want to find themselves a confident good guy who will actually stick with them. A guy who is willing to have a relationship that lasts for life. A guy who's going to treat her well, but at the same time, he's going to make her treat him well in return. Right, he's not going to be one of those super nice guys that does everything for her and hopes that she's going to stick with him based on that. On the other end of the spectrum, he's not a jerk or an arsehole who's going to treat her badly all the time and expect her to put up with it for life. Instead, he's a confident good guy who is going to treat her well, but at the same time, he is going to expect her to treat him well as well. Yet the problem for many beautiful women out there is that most good guys don't actually approach women. They are either afraid to do it, they think that it's wrong, they think that they might be interrupting her or inconveniencing her, and so on. So the guy just looks at her, she might look at him, they might smile, and he walks on. They part ways, never to see each other again. Number 4, most good guys don't feel worthy of her. As you may have noticed, men and women react differently to each other's physical appearance. A woman can walk through the world and men will look at her. They will instantly feel attracted to her physical appearance and they will want something to happen between themselves and her simply based on her physical appearance. What happens for a lot of guys out there is that they confuse their instant physical attraction for women with her overall attractiveness and value in comparison to him. A guy will look at a woman, instantly feel attracted to her and think, wow, she's really beautiful. She wouldn't like a guy like me. I'd have to be very rich or famous, or I'd have to be really good looking and tall in order to get a woman like her. Yet, what he doesn't understand is that unlike apps like Tinder, where everything is based on physical appearance, in person, a man can attract a woman, even though he's not her usual physical type. This is why you'll often hear women say about their boyfriend or husband, I wasn't initially attracted to him. He wasn't my type. But once we started talking, there was a spark between us, we fell in love, and the rest is history. Unfortunately, a lot of good guys out there don't realize that. They don't realize that you don't actually have to be on the same level in terms of looks with a woman in order to attract her. You can attract her in other ways as you talk to her. For example, you can be confident, make her laugh, flirt with her, and build on her attraction as you talk to her. When you do that, she then starts looking at your physical appearance in a positive light. She starts thinking, there's something about this guy. I like him. He's cute. He's sexy. I don't normally go for guys like this, but there's something about him. I like him. Number 5. Most guys assume she already has a boyfriend. Depending on which study or survey results you look at, anywhere from 50 to 70% of relationships end within the first year. That high percentage also includes relationships that don't even make it past 1 to 2 months. In other words, anywhere from 50 to 70% of beautiful women come back onto the dating market as a single woman, right? They're out there looking for a boyfriend again. Yet, what often happens is that when a man looks at a beautiful woman, he just assumes that she must have a boyfriend. Over the years, a lot of guys have asked me, how do I know if a woman has a boyfriend or not before I approach her? I don't want to approach any women who have a boyfriend. Yet, you can't get that information if you don't actually walk over and say hello. If you want to reduce the chances of approaching a beautiful woman who already has a boyfriend, then go to speed dating events where all the women are going to be single. Next down the list would be bars and clubs where most of the women there are going to be single. There are going to be women there who have a boyfriend or husband and they're out socializing, meeting up with friends and so on, but many of the women there are going to be single. Pretty much wherever you go to approach and meet women, there are going to be single women and they're going to be women who already have a boyfriend or husband. So if you want to get yourself a beautiful girlfriend, you can't be afraid of the reality that you live in, where some of the women that you approach and talk to are going to be single and some are going to have a boyfriend. You just have to accept that and approach and say hello. Additionally, if you approach a woman who does have a boyfriend, they will rarely, if ever, react in a negative way. Most women react in a positive way if you walk over in a confident, easygoing manner and just say, hey, how's it going? Thought I'd come over and say hi. Most women react positively to that. Yet when guys go out there and try to use weird pickup lines or immediately say something sexual about the woman or whatever, then women are going to react in a negative way at times. Yet if you approach a woman in a confident, normal, easygoing manner, pretty much every woman that you talk to will respond in a positive way. If you have the confidence to do that, then you will discover another surprising thing about beautiful women. That is, there's hardly any competition from other guys. Most guys just look. Most guys do not have the balls to walk over and talk to the beautiful woman. So when you are the guy who can be a normal, confident, good guy and make a woman feel attracted to you as you talk to her, you will see how easy it is to get yourself a beautiful girlfriend or hook up with beautiful women for sex and good times. Number 6, she seems unapproachable, but she isn't. Beautiful women are in a bit of a catch-22 situation. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. What I mean by that is if a beautiful woman makes herself seem very approachable, then she'll tend to get approached by guys who aren't very confident and are only feeling confident because she's making it easy for them. If she seems very unapproachable, then pretty much no guy will approach her. So what is she to do? What many beautiful women do is that they accept that they have to seem a bit unapproachable so they don't attract the wrong type of guys, but they secretly hope that a guy has the confidence to walk over, say hello, and start a conversation so she has an opportunity to meet a boyfriend or a potential lover. The thing is, if a beautiful woman has had some experience with relationships, she will know that if she gets into a relationship with a guy who can only feel confident if she makes things easy for him, then he will almost certainly end up becoming jealous, controlling, and overprotective in the relationship. He will want to cling on to the woman that he got because she was making it easy for him. So what most beautiful women hope for is that they can meet a confident good guy who can remain confident no matter what she says or does to test his confidence during the interaction. The thing is, sometimes when you approach a beautiful woman, she will be friendly, open, and easygoing instantly. Yet sometimes you will approach a beautiful woman who wants to make sure that she gets herself a truly confident boyfriend. She just doesn't want to get into a relationship with a guy who's going to become insecure, jealous, clingy, and controlling. So what you'll find is that when you approach beautiful women in a confident, easygoing manner, most of them will open up and be friendly right away. But some of them will want to test. And as long as you can understand what is going on, you don't have to become nervous about it. You don't have to worry if she isn't jumping all over you during the first 30 seconds to a minute. Just maintain your confidence with those type of women, and what you'll see at some point during the conversation, whether that be after a minute, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, her guard will completely come down. She will open up and show you her friendly, easygoing side that she doesn't show to other guys. What happens with most beautiful women at that point is that they feel excited that they've met a good guy who is truly confident. A good guy who remained confident and continued to talk to her in a confident, easygoing manner, even though she wasn't making it very easy for him initially. Additionally, as I said earlier, what you'll find when you are able to do that is that there's hardly any competition from other guys. Most good guys who women actually want to be with don't approach women. Most other guys are nice guys who are putting her on a pedestal, which she doesn't want either. And the other guys are the bad boys and jerks who aren't really going to stick with her if they get into a relationship with her, or are going to end up ruining the relationship because they're not treating her well and she gets sick of it. So what you'll find is that when you have the confidence to walk over and talk to a beautiful woman and be normal and easygoing and make her feel attracted as you talk to her, you will see that many of the beautiful women you talk to feel attracted to you. You can then select yourself a girlfriend that you want to settle down with, or you can continue to use your power of being able to attract women as you talk to them to enjoy your choice of women. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. If you'd like to learn more about how to attract a woman as you talk to her and make her feel like you and her are a great emotional match, then I recommend that you read my ebook, The Flow, or listen to the audiobook version, The Flow on Audio. The Flow is everything that you need to know to go from hello to sex with a woman that you find attractive. It includes my best conversation starters that are natural, normal, and easy to use, as well as techniques for keeping the conversation going and keeping it interesting. It also includes my best attraction techniques for making a woman feel instantly attracted to you and increasingly attracted to you the more you talk to her. The Flow includes my best techniques for getting a phone number, getting to a first kiss, having sex on the first night, or alternatively, getting a phone number, texting her, then getting her on a phone call, setting up a date, kissing on the first date, having sex on the first date, or you can wait to the second date or further if you want to, and then start a relationship with her. One final point that I want to make for you in this video is that many beautiful women don't understand why men are so intimidated by them. Yet, what happens for us men is that we feel instant attraction for a woman's physical appearance, and for many men out there, that physical attraction is enough for the man to want to pursue the woman and have sex with her or have a relationship with her. As long as she's friendly and easygoing, the guy doesn't really care about anything else. What does she study? What are her hobbies? What shoes does she wear or whatever? That stuff doesn't matter to the majority of men. Most men feel an instant attraction for women and want something to happen based on that. Yet many men out there confuse that physical attraction with value, and they start feeling unworthy of the beautiful woman because they notice that they're feeling so much attraction for her, but she's not feeling attraction in return. Right? It's not mutual. So the guy thinks that she is too good for him, but in most cases, she's not. The reality is that you can actually make women feel attracted to you as you talk to them. When you have that skill, you then unlock the fun of having your choice with women. You can then have access to many different types of beautiful women, and if you're ready, you can select the ideal woman for you, settle down, and enjoy a relationship with her.